It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we'll see who rules the skies in tonight's battle. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Seattle Seahawks, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 25.
While the sun is set, there's still plenty of light in the stadium for this prime-time contest. We've waited all day for this one, haven't we, Brock? It's time for the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome to another entertaining matchup, folks. Kate Scott, Brock Heward on the call in this one. And Brock, with a couple of running backs down on the field who can really take over their offenses when they get in the groove.
And I think that's going to be the ultimate goal of both of these offenses, right? I mean, there's just no confusion about it. They want to get their bell cow in that groove and get them going. Find that rhythm where they're ripping off chunk yardage run after run and then just keep on feeding that beast. In a game like this, whichever offense could get that rhythm and run game going first is likely going to be your winner.
Jake Elliott is out and ready to kick this one away. And away we go from Lumen Field. Here's Steven Sims with the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. Leading them out, someone we're all very excited to watch. It's the rookie out of Alabama.
It's always fun, puts a smile on my face when I see a rookie leading an offense out. A lot of them look like 10-year vets with confidence and poise in the middle of that huddle, in the middle of their teammates. But let's watch his first couple throws. That's where sometimes you could see some of those nerves slipping through.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. And his first offering of the game winds up incomplete.
Hey, Kate, you know that line, time is of the essence? It certainly is in the pocket. Not enough time there to let that play develop down the field, and the two were not able to reel it in.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Looking for a throw here. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
Well, the QB right there, he put it pretty close to the sidelines to begin with. And the defender, well, that was a nice job. Just simply put a hand out there and let me just encourage the ball to fall incomplete.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They'll try and throw it here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So that brings up 4th and long. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were...
Gotta get it away. No, it's blocked! And he's brought down before the return gets far. 58 yards on the punt there. And the Eagles will take possession.
We don't talk about the third phase of the game nearly enough, but that's exactly how you do it. That's how you help your team in the special teams phase. What a terrific effort to block that opening punt. And now the offense totally energized. A short field in front of them and a chance to energize this team even more.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Hurts comes out throwing. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down. Devontae Smith, the intended target. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Well, that throw, Kate, pretty clean out of his hand. Just looked like it didn't get through the defense clean enough. Somebody tips it away and saves a potential completion.
Hurts trying again on 2nd down. Escapes the pocket. He'll try and run this. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Tackle made by Ernest Jones.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. He does it, touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Sims now on the return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. So Seattle retakes the field for their second series. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Now he'll throw off the play fake. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And he pushes it up across the 30 before going out.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
On 3rd down, Walker. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
Michael Dixon on the punt. And hopefully he can get this one away without incident. Got 44 yards on his first kick, Brock, and this one looks to be longer. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. Man, it'll be their football. The Eagles about set to get going for their second drive. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them, right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, they're going to start to murmur, and we might even hear a few boo birds.
This one snagged by Dallas Goedert. A lot of mess on the move here. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You know, when receivers have room to operate, that's a play that can totally gash a defense. But, Kate, when you get down here in the red zone, it becomes so much tougher because you have a whole lot less space. And, in fact, you'll see defenses swarm like that one just did.
Barkley. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Just a yard that time. They needed more, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical 3rd down call.
They're going to try to run it in. Barkley. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. They don't gain anything, so another goal line stand brings up a 4th down decision.
Well, this defense has risen to the occasion, and now, Kate, they put this offense in the unenviable position of deciding what to do on 4th and goal.
So on 4th down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here. The kick by Hopkins is good. And special teams convert to get them a little something out of that possession.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Return starts from the goal line. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
Play action on 1st down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, no look on his first look of the game. So 2nd down coming up. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock. But, man, the defense took that away, too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
He'll get this to Cup. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Sidney Brown in on that stop.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Running back sent in motion. Throw on 3rd down. He's trying to lay it in deep along the right sideline. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now they're staring at a 4th down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So another punt coming up. Michael Dixon back out there. And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. 3rd time they've called on him as he gets this away. And the fair catch secured here at the 16. So no return on that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. He'll go from the gun with Barkley. Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. Julian Love bringing that one to an end. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got him tackled behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. He'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Tackle made by Ernest Jones. Stuffed at the line a 2nd time, and now it'll be 3rd and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
So 4th down, on heads, Braden Mann for the punt. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. He has it at the 33. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. That punt goes 63 yards. And it'll be Seahawks football. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll throw. That's caught by Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They'll give up the gut to Walker. And that's good for a gain of 5. Sidney Brown in on that stop. He'll take 5 on the carry. That gets him back to even. 2nd and 10 now.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
2nd and 10 now. Smith and Jigba there to grab it. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Cooper DeJean with the stop. And time runs out before they get the snap off. That's the end of one. It's a 2-score game early. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. About set for the 2nd quarter. Seahawks football here. They have it 3rd and 7. Now they'll throw out of the gun. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Seahawks bringing out the punt team. And he's going to try to avoid having a 2nd one blocked here. And plenty of hang time on this one. And he's just going to fair catch that one at the 24-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You're trading a little bit of speed, sure, but you sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Barkley trying this up the gut. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run, but I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Able to get it to Barkley. And this goes across midfield and into Seahawks territory.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
They run it with Saquon. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. They got 2 yards there. That leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
With all due respect to some of the great linebackers back in the day, to play the position today, man, you've got to be versatile. You can't just be a come up and stuff the run. You got to play coverage. And these defenses more and more rely on you to break up throws just like that.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Fair catch the signal, and he brings it in at the 23. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And they're going to take over possession. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Walker now from the gun. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Running with Walker again. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense, and I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Going to the ground again on 1st. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Brought down on the effort by Quinyon Mitchell.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
This is Walker on 2nd. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down, just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
New set of downs for him from the 46. 1st down, and they go right back to him. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Staying with Walker. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Brought down by Jalen Carter. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Toss play, this is Walker. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Following the run, we see he's still out there dealing with some sort of injury. They'll head out to check on him. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. They motion the tight end over. 2nd and 13. That's caught. Here's Zach Charbonnet. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Here's a throw. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
My goodness, was that some kind of speed off the edge. There's only a handful of tackles in this league that have the lateral movement to stay in front of an end like that. It may be time for this quarterback to start mixing up his cadence, his count, certainly making sure this defensive end can't get off the way that he has.
Jason Myers out there now to try and field goal for the Seahawks on 4th down. This is going to be a 46-yarder. Myers' kick is good. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead's 7.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's Avery Williams on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Hurts now from the gun. He's on the move. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Seattle. It's the Eagles. Dealing with 2nd and 13. Another try following the sack. This one finds Goddard. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Tackle made by Ernest Jones.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
To the air, 3rd and long. Can't find anyone open, and he's forced to throw it away.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Braden Mann out once more for another punt. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Fair catch called for and taken just beyond midfield. No return on that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Cup on the catch. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. They're throwing it. Hits him on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 37. Fires right away, but incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Looking to the air here. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
The offense not shy about sending them downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
And he missed it. It's no good. And the deficit stays at 7.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
The Eagles ready to set up shop on offense. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Hurts setting up to throw. Escapes the pocket. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. First down throwing for Hurts. Goddard makes the catch. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. From the pistol, Hurts. Cut out left. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Third and just 2 to go. Hurts throwing again. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Jake Elliott out to put up 3 for the Eagles. It's a chip shot, this one straight ahead. The kick by Hopkins is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. Sims now on the return. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So as we reach halftime, we see the visiting Eagles taking a lead into the break. Now we'll go coast to coast. Jonathan Coachman standing by in our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Reports. With that, the two squads are headed out of the tunnel, so let's get you back out to Kay Scott and Brock Heward.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Brings in the kick at the 9. Return's looking good so far. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. So to begin the 3rd quarter, the Eagles offense returning to the field. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. Ball at the 33 for first down. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Finds a seam down the middle. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They kick the running back in motion. 2nd and 6 now. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Hurts to throw. He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run for it. And they take him down right along the 30. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
As much as you'd like to find a completion and get the ball out of your hands, when a play breaks down, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on his ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that.
Option play, they give it to Barkley. And that run very short, only getting to the 27. It's a gain of 3 for him, and that brings up 2nd and 7. From the 27. Has it down close. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that gives them 1st and goal.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles grow the lead coming out of halftime. Right on the edge of the goal line for 1st and goal. And I don't know about you, partner, but that surprised me that they just threw it in. No attempts at running it.
Yeah, I think it is so hard for these defenders. You got to be so keyed in, and physically, you know you've got to stop that run first. So a first down pass play can and certainly was effective.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles take a 3-possession lead. Elliott all set for the kickoff. Returnable from the 2. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Seahawk offense taking the field now. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll run. First give to Zach Charbonnet. And he's brought down after a nice run and some extra effort. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
From the 34. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got 3rd down.
You know, Kate, that's one of those instances where you try to walk that tightrope on the sidelines. Problem is, on a throw that far down the field, that is so hard to do, so difficult. I love the effort, just couldn't quite find the execution.
On 3rd down, they're going with Charbonnet. Has the first, but wants more. He's past the 45. And he's down all the way to the 30. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. And because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
On 1st down, this is Charbonnet. This is ahead for about 5. Cooper to Jean with the stop. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
On target to Valdez-Scantling. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Brought down on the effort by Quinyon Mitchell. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Running back sent in motion. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So it's going to be 4th and short. Well, I know some old-school coaches, maybe some former NFL quarterbacks who would have this guy running stairs after that drop, partner. Hit or no hit. That was a catch there that would have meant a 1st down.
Yeah, that's why that's old school, okay, Kate? The new school coaches and quarterbacks know how hard it is in this league with the contact. How valuable those contested catches are. Credit the defense for making the play on that one.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The visitors headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns. Good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can. Putting together quite the game for himself in the process. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. A give to Barkley. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Tackle made by Ernest Jones. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Here's 2nd and 5. That pass complete to Goddard. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Has him on the quick hitter. He's got a gain of 6 there. Brought down on the play by Uchenna Nwosu.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Slot man in motion left. Hurts with it on 3rd and short. He has the 1st over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go. Here's another carry for Barkley. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Three quarters in the books from this one. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. And the Seahawks adding an extra DB here. 3rd down coming. Hurts now from the gun. Throw left side, complete. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. But as I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Seahawks have some new life in the fourth. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
The Seahawk offense ready to get going once again. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he gets a few on the plunge forward. Second down now, 7 to go. They go play action here. He just kept going the wrong way, and that's going to cost him. That is a safety. That one is not going to get any easier to watch during film study, Brock. Some chances to go down, but instead opting to keep extending the play, and then all of a sudden in the end zone for a safety.
Yeah, ultimately there just comes a time where you got to understand where you are on the field, right? Hey, I'm trying to make a play. I'm trying to make a play. That's all great in the middle of the field. But when you're in the danger zone like this, and you can give that defense 2 points and energize the other side, you got to know where you are on the field and just get rid of the ball.
Always hurts to do this. They give up the safety and now have to kick it away. He has it at the 13. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays have followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Taken in by Smith. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Second and 3 now. Shotgun snap for Hurts. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. A 5-yard gain on the play. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Short pass brought in. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
2nd and 3 now. From the 46. Hits him on the out route. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
1st down, a run with Barkley. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Throwing here hurts. Goddard makes the catch. And they bring him down around the 34. The Hawks dialing up the nickel D here, third down. Hurts looking to throw. This one finds Goddard. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Well, they're going for it on an option play left. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. They only manage a yard, but that was enough as this drive rolls on.
Come on now. Was there any doubt who they were going to go to right there? That was always going to be a run play. No problem converting on fourth.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. They're just going to let the clock run out and take this delay. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. They'll have to come up with 5 extra yards now after that first down flag. Running it after the penalty. And without much room, he's going to go down at the 32-yard line. That run good for a gain of 2, and just like that, we've hit our 2-minute warning. All right, here we go, second down. They go to Barkley again, and he's brought down for a loss. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. And the Seahawks adding an extra DB here. 3rd down coming. Running right, it's Barkley. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. With 1:54 remaining, the defense burns a timeout. So on 4th down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. This is a 44-yard look from the right hash. The kick by Hopkins is good. And make this a 19.3 score advantage.
We got ourselves a 3-score game now after that make. It's got to feel like it's going to just about do it with any hopes of a comeback still smoldering. I think these kickers enjoy those opportunities, Kate, to be the one to kick this lead out of range.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Sims now on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Seahawks offense running out now. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. they'll come out throwing. This is reeled in by Valdez-Scantling. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw it with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. And his pass is going to fall incomplete. Looking for the back that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
2nd and 10 now. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. No luck connecting with Jackson Smith and Jigba. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target could make a play on it.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Desperation time here on 4th. Trying to push it deep downfield. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
The Eagles about set to go on offense. And this one, just a formality till the clock runs out. Only one timeout remaining to stop it. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. With the win in hand, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
Okay, time for the defense to think about getting that ball back, and this is where you've got to conserve every second. Got to expect the timeout coming any moment now.
2nd down, probably going to see him kneel it again here. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he doesn't get much, a small pickup down to the 42. It's a gain of 3 after the loss, but still 3rd and 8 to work with. So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. Well, Brock, we knew they were confident in the lead-up, that they could contend despite the hostile crowd they were going to face today, and boy, did they ever. Once they got going, they showed out, they backed up that confidence, and they leave here with a victory.
Oh, it takes so much work, Kate, so much work, even beyond what people hear about through the week or see in the game itself, to overcome somebody defending their home field. You need to be playing at your highest level, and you need to BYOE, bring your own energy. Whenever you take it on the road and you win one, gosh, it feels so good. What a signature victory.